Hey everyone, how's it going today? Coach Alvarez here, back at you another episode, Coffee with Coach. Hope you're up, doing well, got the mind in the right place. If not, as always, let's put it in the right place. So I want to share with you guys another part of this podcast that I've been listening to for a while. It's the one that I shared with you yesterday. All right. I shared different parts of it before, but again, it's an hour and 40 minutes long. So there's so much valuable information in these things that I got to break them up. Right. So anyways, it's 1 + 1 = 2 featuring JP Donnell. And it's The Real AF with Andy Frisella. And it's episode 94. If you want to check it out, listen to the whole thing yourself. Okay. And that's what this guy asks. He's like, man, look, he doesn't do paid advertisements, blah, blah, blah. It's like, it's just free information out there. And all he has to do is share the videos. And same thing with me. You like what I'm talking about, what I'm sharing, share it with someone that might need it, that might be going through something. Maybe it could help. Okay. The YouTube channel is Andy Frisella. All right. And again, it's episode 94 on The Real AF show with JP Donnell. And again, like I explained before, if you didn't catch it, JP Donnell, former Navy SEAL, works with Jocko. They have Echelon Front. It's now that they're out of the SEALs, they have a consulting business for like leadership. So they take all the experiences they learned in combat, and now they're bringing them to, like the civilian life, helping people level up their companies and or themselves and everything like that. So it's really, really good stuff. Again, I had the pleasure of hearing him speak a couple years ago. Just great stories, man, and how he puts things together like that. So anyways, in this episode, he's explaining to these guys that one of his best friend's dad, okay, used to tell them, change your friends or change your friends. Okay, change your friends or change your friends. Now, what does that mean? And he breaks it down. So I'm gonna break it down for you. 1, change the way your friends think. Okay, how they act, what they do, their mindsets, or change your friends. If they're not gonna change, if they're not gonna level up, if they don't want to level up, then you gotta change your friends and get new friends. It's all stuff we've heard before, right? It's all things that we know. But when you hear it like that, and when he explains it like that, it just puts things in perspective. So we've all had them, okay? Or maybe that's you. Maybe that's you. We all want to level up. At least for me, I think in my mind that everyone wants to get better, okay? Everyone wants to improve. No one wants to stay the same, where we're at now and be the same place a year from now. I don't think people really honestly want to be in that same position. It's just we don't make the right choices and the right moves or do the right things or put ourselves in the right atmosphere or get rid of the certain people that we need to get rid of to get to those places that we want to get to, okay? I went to a business conference many, many years ago, and just one of the guys that was speaking, and I'm glad I did because it just really changed my mindset with a lot of things. Opened me up to new ways of thinking. And as I started doing more of those, you just realize there's a whole nother world out there of the way people think and the way they talk and the way they act versus the normal people that you're used to hanging around with. That's all you see. That's all you hear. It's all you're around. It's all you think that's there. You think everyone's like that until you get into this other world where it's like, whoa, people think differently and they act differently. That's why they have what they have, and it's where they're at. So, I have people that are close to me that I know that, they complain about some of their friends. Okay, they're good people. Okay, not saying they're bad people. It's just they don't have the same goals. They don't have the same mindset. It's not congruent. They're not going down the same path. I've been down that path many times. But for me, like with like my academy, because I spend so much time at my academy, I talk about these affirmations, these positive reinforcements. I'm always grilling my students about, their mindset. For instance, like last night with the teen adult class that I have, I went pretty hard on my teens because I have a lot of teenagers in that class. And some of these teenagers, I'll get messages from their parents, hey, so-and-so, their grades are dropping. So-and-so, their attitude isn't up to par where it should be at home. They're being a little disrespectful. A lot of parents come to me for that help because their kids look up to me for me to help them with that. So last night I went around the room, and man, there had to be, I don't know, 15 teenagers or so, on the mat. And a lot of them, get all A's and B's. Then you start getting to some that have, C's. Then I had one that says, I'm failing only one class. And I'm like, well, you shouldn't even be failing any classes. You shouldn't even have a C. You should be at least being above, and the goal should be all A's, period. And so I let them know last night, like, that is like a loser mentality kind of thing. Like, it's easy. Do your work, turn the work in, pass the test. You guys are all smart. I teach all of you guys all the time. None of you guys have learning disabilities. You're fine. You're being lazy. Just do the work. I expect you to do the work. Any of my students that train here have to have good grades. It's important that you have good grades. You cannot get lazy at this age and just blow it off and then think you're going to be able to train here. I said, I'll let you warm up. I'll let you do the drilling, but I'm not going to let you train. And that's what everyone wants to do. Everyone can't wait till the end of class to where we can do the live drill, the live training. I said, you'll have to sit out. If I continue to get these kind of reports that your grades aren't where they should be, or your attitude at home isn't where it should be, because that's not what I want to be around. I want to be around winners, okay? So it's important that my teenagers, these 13, 14, 15, 16, 17-year-old young men and women, okay, these individuals, they have to be thinking of winning all the time. Okay, they have to be thinking that they have to do better and leveling up all the time. That's what I want in my room. So I went pretty hard on them last night, and I just made it clear that's going to be the consequences. If that's what I'm getting from you guys at home and at school, don't expect to be able to come in here and train. You're going to have to sit out. Of course, everyone's eyes got big, and the ones that got all A's, no problem. Just keep doing what you're doing, all right? Because that's what I want. I want those kind of people, even teenagers, around me. And I let the whole class know. Again, the negative talking, I'm not good at this. Life sucks. I'm this. I can't stand that, because that stuff grows on you. It's cancerous, and you got to rip it out as soon as you start to see any of it starting to form. And so it brings me to this thing here. Change your friends or change your friends. I'm going to change the mindset of my students. And if they don't change their mindset, I'll run them out of there, because they can't handle that type of thinking, that type of mindset. They want to stay where they're at. Okay, they're comfortable where they're at. So they'll go train somewhere where they don't have to hear that kind of thing. They will just go train jiu-jitsu. And there's a lot of places where you can go and train and still get jiu-jitsu and get good. It's just you're not going to get that. Okay, I'm very protective over my space and who I want around me at all times, including my students. So a lot of people reach out to me and say, man, coach, I really needed that. I had a student yesterday. Hey, coach, going through a lot of things, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, this is a grown man, okay? This is not a little kid. And I sent him one of my videos that I shared with all of you about, the thing, actually, I think it was yesterday's video, where it's detaching, okay? Holding down the trigger and just letting loose, because you're in this stressful environment that you're just firing away trying to defend yourself, and you're not taking time to look left, look right, like JP Donnell said in the video yesterday, to assess the battlefield and see how you're going to attack the situation. And he said, man, I appreciate it, and that's it. I don't have all the answers. I'm trying to get the answers, though. I'm trying to find the answers. And where the answers at for me are the people that are doing better than me, the people that have more than me. Their mindsets are better than mine. I'm not going to go look for answers for people that don't have, their health isn't as good as mine. They're lazy. They don't want to work hard. They complain all the time. Their business isn't where my business is at. I want to go and get the people around me where their business is better than mine, where their health is better than mine, where their mindset is better than mine, their financial bank account is better than mine, because that's the direction where I'm trying to go. So either change your friends, help them like understand there's a better way of thinking, there's a better way of doing things. Hey, let's level up, let's get better. Or change your friends. Like, you just got to get new friends, and that sucks because, you know, at least for me, I know I spent many years around certain people, and you know, sometimes you got to cut them loose. Sometimes you have to cut them loose, and that's the hardest thing to do. But in order for you to go where you really want to go, that's exactly what you're going to have to do, and that's not a hard thing. And then they're going to talk about you. Okay, they're gonna say you think you're too good, you think you're all that, they think. Let them think whatever they want to think, because if they want to stay where they want to stay, then let them think whatever they want to think, and then you keep moving forward and do the things that you need to do to go to that next level. At least for me, I want people that are going to level up and go to that next level so they can help me do that. I'll give you another example before I let you guys go. I had a lot of stuff going on. I'm dealing with some things with one of my insurance companies, with some problems I'm having. And I got a lot of stuff on my mind yesterday going into training. So I tried to detach that. Didn't really feel like training. I was like, okay, I'm going to teach. And then that's pretty much it. I'm not really going to train. But I had one of my black belts come in last night, and I know he's getting ready for a tournament. So I look around the room, and I really didn't see anyone that was really going to help him get to where he needs to get to for the tournament this weekend. So it's all right. So I start taping up, grab my mouthpiece, grab my headgear, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go and get these 3 rounds with him. First round didn't go so well because I just really wasn't there. But I'm like, man, I'm not helping my student out. I'm not helping my guy out because I'm not really bringing the heat like I need to bring it. So then the last 2 rounds, okay, I brought it even more and I pushed him harder. I still came up short in the rounds. Okay, there's a difference. He's getting ready for a tournament. I'm not. So he's more prepared for those kind of rounds. Even though I train every day and I train hard, he's training even harder. What that did for me was made me push even harder during the rounds. That second round, I pushed even harder. That third round, even harder. Even though I came up short on the rounds, I know he got the work in that he should have got, versus if I didn't, step up and help him out. Again, he helps me, I help him, we help each other, we both get better. That's the way it's going to be. That's the way it should be. So change your friends or change your friends. And sometimes, man, it sucks. They don't want to go where you want to go. That's just the way it is. But those are the things that you're going to have to deal with. Now, I will say again, that doesn't make them bad people. That doesn't mean you shouldn't talk to them or you should disown them. Okay. There's certain people that I don't hang out with like I used to. But when I see them, I'm going to show them love, man. Hey, how's it going? How's the family? How's this? How's that? But I'm not really spending the time that I used to spend time with them because of their mindset, the way they are with their health, the way they are financially, the way they are. They're just not there. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to speak to them and I'm just going to completely just, shut them out. They're a person. They're a human being. We have stories together, time together. I'm still going to say hello and I'm still going to ask them how they're doing and how their family's doing. But the time spent with them is going to be limited compared to what I used to do. Because why? We're just not on the same path. We're not going in the same direction. We're just crossing paths. So let me just make that clear, that needs to be, don't treat your friends that you grew up with or that you're around you, if they're not trying to go where you want to go, don't treat them bad. Okay, they're human beings. They're people. They're just not ready to go where you want to go. Hopefully, maybe they will in the future, maybe sooner than later. But at this point in time, it's time to cut them loose. Okay, so again, this is powerful stuff, man. This is stuff again that helps me every day. Just check myself, check my ego, check whatever needs to be checked so that I can go where I need to go. Change your friends or change your friends. All right, guys, you guys have a great day. We'll catch you on the next one. We'll see you.